everyone. Okay, this is time I will present a journal club presentation on the topic of steam distillation. Before that, I will introduce myself. My name is Vera Listiawati. I'm student chemical engineering from UPN Veteran Yogyakarta. Okay, right away this time I read a journal from Science Direct and titled Advancement in Steam Distillation System for Oil Extraction from Peppermint Leaves by Rapikan and Anil Kumar from Department of Mechanical Engineering, Delhi Technological University, India, and Center for Energy and Environment, Delhi Technological University, India. Okay, everyone. We know about 18% of the population depend on herbal medicine to meet their health needs. As a result, medicinal and aromatic plants are imported because the products derived from plants are used to make herbal medicine. According to WHO reports, about 21,000 species are used on medicinal plants. Distillation process is used to extract the essential oil from these aromatic plants. The essential oil obtained from this plant is utilized as a fragrance in the cosmetic industry and for flavoring in the food industry. The medical industry also uses the peppermint oil for their functional use. The attention of food and medical industry has attracted the peppermint, a medical herb, because of its healthy properties. So, the use of peppermint oil has healthy benefits, also in the next slides. Okay, here are some of the health benefits of peppermint oil. There are anti-diabetic activity, anti-obesity, anti-cancer, anti-lipid peroxidase, anti-lipid peroxidation, anti-spasmodic effect, answer hearing, anti-blood effect, and anti-headache. Wow guys, there are so many benefits of peppermint oil. Because it has so many benefits, peppermint is processed in the best way possible. Okay, peppermint oil is extracted from peppermint plant leaves through the steam distillation process. The boiler, distillery, and condenser are the main components of the distillation system. Steam distillation is a process in which water is heated up to boiling point by a heat source and converted into steam in the boiler. Distillery consists of peppermint leaves and the steam generated in the boiler is passed through the leaves. The oil is evaporated from the leaf at a temperature range of 215 until 300 degrees Celsius.
Okay, the evaporated steam then passes to the condenser through the condenser pipe and condenser. The oil and water that's separated in a volatile place. The steam distillation system is shown in the picture alongside. Okay everyone, to understand better, let's take a look at the following video.
First, a decent amount of peppermint was picked. The best time would be right before the flowering season. Then the leaves were separated from the stems, because these have the highest content of oil. For the distillation, they are cut roughly in smaller pieces and then added to a round bottom flask where a larger one would be better. In my case, I only had a 500 milliliter flask, but a 1 or 2 liter flask would be better. Quite often a minimum of 5 liters is used. The amount of peppermint was 39 grams. Then the flask was filled up with water to 2/3 of its volume. Usually it is taken care of that the flask is just filled halfway in a steam distillation. Then a simple distillation was set up with a dripping funnel filled with distilled water on top, so water can be added later on and the distillation doesn't have to be interrupted. The oil bath was then heated until the water in the flask began to boil. The temperature of the oil bath was kept between 120 and 135 degrees C. After about 20 minutes, the distillation began. At the beginning of the distillation, it can be observed easily that a mixture of water and oil is condensing in the cooler. In the receiving flask, both phases are collected. The steam is able to carry the oil or other steam volatile compounds into the condenser, so these can be distilled off too. The steam only has a temperature of 100 degrees C, so sensitive compounds which have a way higher boiling point can be distilled gently. An example is menthol, which is the main part of the peppermint oil and boils at 212 degrees C. Many of the other compounds in essential oils quite often decompose at lower temperatures, which is why they are very often obtained via steam distillation. Due to the leaves not being cut too small, the steam can distribute evenly between them. When the oil bath becomes too hot, the foam can rise too much. By adding water and decreasing the temperature, it can be prevented from foaming over. After 2 hours, the distillation was stopped because the amount of oil in the distillate had decreased significantly. With this method, it usually has to be distilled twice the time or sometimes even for several days to get all of the oil. Then the mixture was added to a separatory funnel to separate the two phases. On separating off the water, it became obvious that only a very small amount of oil was obtained. This also has to do with a lot of the oil sticking to the walls of the flask and the funnel. In addition to that, some of the components are slightly soluble in water, which also decreases the yield. By adding a bit of water and using a graduated pipette, the amount of oil could be determined. 0.06 milliliters of oil were obtained, which corresponds to a yield of 0.14%. The oil content depends on the plant and harvest time and is between 2.5 and 5% according to the literature. That's why it can be assumed that the peppermint had to be distilled way longer. I will show a more effective variation of the steam distillation in another video. This was a steam distillation of peppermint. I hope you enjoyed. Please rate and comment. If you would like to see another method for a gentle way of distillation, take a look at the vacuum distillation of benzaldehyde or watch my latest video here.
So, this paper discusses technical advancement in steam distillation system for peppermint oil extraction. The paper aims to provide complete information for designing an energy efficient peppermint oil extraction system. which will help research developers and the people associated with the field, leading to futuristic development in the concerned area. Okay everyone, let's go the first discussion about technical advancement in steam distillation system for peppermint oil extraction. The first, according to Lat1 2020, designing the conventional and solar energy based steam distillation system to extract the peppermint oil from leaves. The settle for conventional and solar energy based distillation as and a distillation also in the example can be seen in the figure in the next slide. Okay guys, can we notice category? Number one is water tank. Number two is control valve. Number three is electric heater. Number four is boiler. Number five is connection houses. Number nine is extracting unit. Number seven is condenser. And last, number 8 is funnel tube.
Okay everyone, next picture. There is a solar distillation system. Can be again noticed carefully. There is boiler. There is parabolic solar disc collector. There is extracting unit, and the last there is condenser.
Okay everyone, an electrical heat source was used for evaporation of water in a conventional distillation system. The solar distillery consists of a parabolic solar disk as a heat source. The study includes that the productivity, essential yield, and extraction efficiency of the system are affected by variation in the boiler inlet mass flow rate and a batch size of peppermint. The productivity and essential oil yield increase with its batch size and boiler inlet flow rate, and however, the requirement of energy for distillation reduces.
Okay, next, according to Gavahian and Chu, 2018, design and development and homing excellent steam distillation system, or OACD, to extract lavender oil. The OACD system is illustrated in this picture. Okay, in the picture, we can tell that on the right is the OECD system, and on the left is distillation system or CD. Ohmic electrode will used for heating the water. In the study, the yield and energy consumed for distillation of the proposed system have been calculated and compared with the conventional distillation system. or CD.
Okay, the research indicated that the productivity of the OECD system was 3.3 until 3.8% more than the SD system. However, the energy consumed to extract 1 milli essential oil was 55.55% lower than CD system. Okay everyone, next, according to Chen and Spiro 1994 study of microwave heating based system to extract the essential oil from peppermint plant. The study aims to predict the factor that evaluate the microwave heating rate of flame and sulfate mixture. The forward output affects the rate of extraction of essential oil from the peppermint plant. The extraction rate of essential oil increases with the increase in the power output. The illustration can be seen in the picture. Okay, next, according to Gabriel and Paranicki, 2017, presented a review on humic acetone hydrodistillation or OHD system for peppermint oil extraction. The study discussed the concept of humic acetone hydrodistillation and its research implementation. Humic acetone hydrodistillation is an innovative application of humic heating that takes advantage of volumetric heating to fix the drawback of conventional distillation system. The processing time, energy consumed, and operational cost of the preferred system were lower compared to SD system. Okay everyone, today's picture is OAHD system to extract the oil. Okay, next, according to Kultur and Tarhan, 2019, developing a solar energy-based distillation system to extract the essential oil. The seven-compound parabolic collector, or CPCs. Attention in series will use a head torch to heat the oil. Heat transfer oil was crinkled through the circulation pump to heat the water in the boiler. The experimental setup is shown in the next picture. An experimental study was performed to determine the performance of the system for various ambient and operating conditions. Okay, this picture is solar distillation The S feature is solar distillation system to extract the oil. Okay, the next, according to Murni 2014, the site and publicated solar distillation system to extract essential oil from the peppermint plant. Thermal energy requirement for the distillation process and system efficiency will evaluated in the study. The proposed system is shown in the next picture. Okay, the S picture is solar distillation system for peppermint oil extraction. Okay, solar distillery and condenser are the main component of the system. Tracking system was also complete to receive maximum solar radiation. A secondary reservoir was used to focus the radiation received from these two boilers. The efficiency of the system was achieved to 33.21% and 1,548 kWh power available for the distillation process. An average 3.5 kWh energy was consumed for the processing of 10 kilogram batch. Okay, the last, according to Abder 2017, publicated a hybrid solar distillation system for the essential oil extraction from the peppermint and evaluated the essential oil yield and thermal energy requirement for distillation. The distillation system consisted of a solar distillery and soil condenser. A supplementary biomass arrangement was also attached with the distillation system to supplement the system for the period of severe weather conditions and seasonal climatic conditions in a typical year. Its picture is schematic solar distillery. Okay, the present study concerned on numerous technical advancements conducted to improve the performance of steam distillation system for oil extraction for peppermint leaves. Following conclusion, we reported based on the present study. Okay, conclusion by that one, with classification solar energy and the pulse water heating, conclusion is performance of the system was evaluated by calculating the yield, essential oil yield, and extraction efficiency, and the performance parameter will affected by the inward boiler flow rate and backside of peppermint. Next, conclusion by that one, with classification electrical energy and in purpose water heating. Conclusion is the study concludes that the productivity, extraction and extraction efficiency of the system are affected by variation in the boiler inlet mass flow rate and bed side of peppermint. And the productivity and essential oil yield increase in bed side and the boiler inlet flow rate, and however, requirement of energy for distillation reduced. Okay, next, conclusion by Gilbert and Chu with classification electrical energy and in the purpose water heater. Conclusion is in the study, the yield and energy consumed for distillation of the purpose system had been concluded and compared with the biomass conventional distillation system or CD. And the result indicated that the productivity of the OECD system is 3.3 until 3.8% more than the SD system. However, the energy consumed to extract 1 milli of EO or essential oil is 15.55% lower than SD system. Okay, next conclusion by Chen and Spiro with classification electrical energy again and in proposal with water heating. And conclusion is the research conclude that power output affects the rate of extraction of essential oil from peppermint plant. The extraction rate of essential oil increases with an increase in the power output. And the next conclusion by Gilbahian and Farahnaki with classification electrical energy again in purpose water heating. Conclusion is OAHD is an innovative application of home heating that takes advantage of volumetric heating to fix the drawback of a conventional distillation system. And the processing time, energy consumed, and operational cost of the purpose system will lower compared to SD system. Okay, and next conclusion by author Kuntur and Tarhan with classification of solar energy and purpose head transport oil heating. Conclusion is an experimental study was performed to determine the performance of the system for various ambience and operating conditions, and the maximum solar utilization efficiency was evaluated as 18%. Okay, next conclusion by author Munir with classification solar energy again and in purpose is water heating. Conclusion is thermal energy recruitment for the distillation process and system efficiency will evaluate in the study. The efficiency of the system was achievement to 33.21% and 1.500 for 48 kW thermal power available for the distillation process and average 3.5 kWh energy was consumed for the processing of 10 kg, let's say, of peppermint. And the last conclusion by author after reclassification hybrid solar and conventional in purpose water heating. Conclusion is thermal energy for the distillation process and essential oil yield will evaluated in the study. The result the result indicated that essential oil from peppermint and eucalyptus leaf will extract as 0.14%.
Okay, after many conclusions from several author, the point is the energy requirement for the distillation process was lower in the solar and electrical energy based distillation system compared to the conventional distillation system.
Okay, guys, that's all for me. Sorry if there is any mistake. Thank you so much. See you.